Why is it that in a world filled with so much abundance and opportunity, many of us still struggle to find happiness? This question often lingers in the minds of many. We live in an era marked by significant advances in technology, health, and general living standards. Yet it's a paradox that many among us grapple with feelings of discontentment and unhappiness. You see, happiness is a complex phenomenon. It's not just about having material wealth or comfort. It's about feeling content, fulfilled, and at peace with oneself. It's about being able to appreciate the simple pleasures of life and being present in the moment. However, several factors hinder us from experiencing this blissful state. These barriers often lead us on a wild goose chase, searching for happiness in the wrong places. Today, we'll delve into the 10 reasons why many of us are not happy and how to change that. First on our list is that deceptive pitfall known as the comparison trap. It's that sneaky little voice in your head that insists on measuring your achievements, your looks, your life against someone else's. This comparison game is often a downward spiral, leaving you feeling inadequate and unhappy. It's like trying to measure the ocean with a thimble. In our hyper-connected world, social media platforms amplify this issue tenfold. They present a highlight reel of other people's lives, making it all too easy to fall into the trap of believing everyone else is living a better, happier life than you. But remember, what you see online is often a distorted reflection of reality. The truth is, everyone has their own unique journey, their own unique struggles and triumphs, so instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on your own path, your own growth. Remember, comparison is the thief of joy. Next, we have the relentless pursuit of perfection. It's a race that never ends, a finish line that keeps moving. We often set an ideal of perfection, a flawless standard that we strive to reach. But what happens when we chase this unattainable ideal? We find ourselves in a constant state of dissatisfaction, always feeling that we are not enough, that we need to do more, be more. This relentless pursuit can lead to unhappiness because perfection, in its absolute form, is an illusion. It's an unattainable goal that leaves us feeling perpetually incomplete. Instead, let's shift our focus from perfection to progress. Recognize that every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Embrace the beauty in the journey, in the learning, in the growing. Celebrate your achievements, however minor they may seem, because they are steps towards becoming a better version of yourself. Remember, perfection is an illusion, not a destination. Third on the list is neglecting self-care. This could mean you're skipping meals, not getting enough sleep, or always putting others' needs before your own. When you ignore your physical health, it's like trying to run a marathon on an empty tank. No matter how hard you push, you're not going to get far. But self-care isn't just about your physical well-being. It's also about taking care of your mental and emotional health. If you're constantly stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, it's tough to find happiness. You might think you're being selfless by putting everything and everyone before yourself, but in reality, you're doing a disservice to both you and them. By taking time to relax, reflect, and recharge, you'll be better equipped to handle life's ups and downs. You'll also have more energy and positivity to share with others. So remember, self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Coming in at number 4 is a lack of purpose. Imagine walking in a vast desert without a map, a compass, or a destination. This is often how life feels when we lack a clear sense of purpose. It's like drifting on an endless sea with no land in sight. Purpose is not just about having a job or career. It's about knowing why you get up in the morning, what you want from life, and what you're willing to struggle for. Without a purpose, it's easy to feel lost, disconnected, and ultimately, unhappy. We are creatures of meaning after all. We thrive on challenges, goals, and dreams. When we have a purpose, we have a reason to be, a mission that goes beyond the mundane. Purpose gives life direction, injects passion into our days, and provides a sense of accomplishment. It's the fuel that drives us forward, the beacon that guides us through life's storms. In essence, purpose is the compass that guides us towards happiness. Halfway through at number 5 is holding on to the past. The past, with all its mistakes and regrets, can be a heavy backpack that we carry around, making it hard for us to move forward. But here's the thing, carrying around past mistakes doesn't prevent future ones, it only weighs us down in the present. Think of it this way, if you've ever driven a car, you'll know the rearview mirror is smaller than the windshield for a reason. It's because what's ahead of you is more important than what's behind you. The past cannot be changed, but we can change our relationship with it. It's not about forgetting or burying our past, it's about learning from it, forgiving ourselves, and then moving on. So, refuse to be a prisoner of your past. It was just a lesson, not a life sentence. Remember, the past is a place of reference, not residence. At number 6, we have fear of change. One of the most formidable barriers to happiness is our natural resistance to change. It's an inherent trait deeply woven into our human fabric. We are creatures of habit and we find comfort in the familiar. But here's the catch: clinging to these comfort zones can severely hinder our personal growth and happiness. Think of it this way: if you never changed anything, you would never learn, never grow, and never discover the potential that lies within you. A life without change would be a life without progress. It's like walking on a treadmill. You're moving, but you're not going anywhere. So, how do we conquer this fear? It starts with understanding that change is inevitable. It's a part of life. It's the turning of the seasons, the rising and setting of the sun. Embrace change, welcome it as an opportunity for growth, for it is through change that we evolve. Change is the only constant in life. 7th on our list is the lack of gratitude. It's a sneaky little saboteur, often overlooked, yet it holds an enormous impact on our happiness. Think about it. When we fail to appreciate the good in our lives, our focus naturally drifts towards the negatives, the missed opportunities, the things we don't have, the disappointments. But here's the thing: gratitude is like a flashlight in the darkness. It highlights the positives and puts the negatives into perspective. Imagine you're looking at a painting, but you're only focusing on the tiny speck of black in the corner. You're missing out on the vibrant colors, the intricate details, the beauty of the whole picture. That's what lack of gratitude does. It blinds us to the richness of our lives, to the blessings, the growth, the love. So let's switch on our gratitude flashlights and illuminate the beauty in our lives. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. 8th up is negativity bias. This intriguing phenomenon is deeply rooted in our survival instincts. It's our brain's way of protecting us, making us pay more attention to what could harm us than what could help us. However, in our modern world, this often translates into an undue focus on the negative aspects of our lives. Imagine a day filled with laughter, accomplishments, and joy, but marred by one small argument. Instead of cherishing the good moments, our minds tend to dwell on that single disagreement. This negativity bias can rob us of our happiness, making mountains out of molehills. But here's the good news: we're not helpless victims of our own minds. By recognizing this bias, we can consciously choose to focus more on the positive. We can train our minds to celebrate our wins, no matter how small, and not let a single setback cloud our entire day. Remember, your focus determines your reality. The power to shift that focus is in your hands. At number 9, we have a lack of self-love. A crucial element that often slips through the cracks when we discuss happiness. Self-love, or more specifically, the absence of it, can significantly impact our happiness quotient. You see, when we fail to appreciate ourselves, we unknowingly set the stage for discontent and dissatisfaction. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. No matter how much joy or positivity we pour in, it'll always seep out, leaving us empty. Self-love isn't about vanity, nor is it about being selfish. It's about acknowledging your worth, celebrating your achievements, and forgiving your mistakes. It's about setting boundaries and saying no when necessary. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness, patience, and understanding you extend to others. So, let's remember to love ourselves a little more each day, because you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. And finally, at number 10, is not living in the present. This is a big one, folks. Often we're so busy worrying about what the future holds or dwelling on past mistakes that we forget to actually live in the here and now. Think about it. When we're consumed by the past, we're lugging around a suitcase of regrets, mistakes, and what-ifs. And when we're constantly fretting about the future, we're just piling on a whole heap of uncertainty and anxiety. But here's the catch. The past is a ghost, the future is a dream, and all we really have is the present. It's like this vibrant, living canvas, waiting for us to paint our stories, our experiences, our joys. By anchoring ourselves in the present moment, we unlock a sense of peace and contentment. We start to appreciate the beauty of now, the joy in little things, the magic in everyday life. The present moment is the only moment available to us, and it is the door to all moments. So, let's open that door, shall we? So, those are the 10 reasons many of us struggle to find happiness. We've navigated through the comparison trap, the pursuit of perfection, neglecting self-care, lack of purpose, holding on to the past, fear of change, lack of gratitude, negativity bias, lack of self-love, and not living in the present moment. But remember, recognizing these pitfalls is the first step towards overcoming them. You can increase your happiness by practicing gratitude, acknowledging the good in your life. Prioritize self-care. It's not a luxury but a necessity. Find a purpose that fuels your passion and don't be afraid to embrace change. It's the only constant in life. Steer clear of negativity and instead, cultivate self-love. You're deserving of kindness, especially from yourself. And finally, be present. Life unfolds in the now, not in yesterday's memories or tomorrow's dreams. Remember, happiness is not a destination, but a journey. And it's a journey well worth embarking on.